Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. I'm Kel. This is Working with Resonance. This is a daily snapshot. It is a general tarot reading. Just quick messages coming through from Spirit for us today or whenever you're watching it. No particular sign unless it appears in the reading, no particular cohort. What a reading this is though. Oh, a little bit of ups and downs. There's been some ups and downs. All right. Let me put them out and get the story straight. Okay. The Chariot. The universe is about to drop something pretty amazing at your front door. It is a choice point, though, the Chariot, because we have the choice whether we're trying to control the outcome or whether we're just along for the ride. So regardless, the universe has something for us. It does include a solar activation with the sun. Yes. So it is aligned with our soul. It is aligned with our essence, our beingness. That's not just our physical form. That's our entire beingness. Physical, non-physical, every aspect, okay? Every aspect. So that's what's going on with outside of our awareness. Inside of our awareness is a bit unpleasant, we could say. Heaviness, feeling pressure, feeling a burden, feeling stuck. Something is coming to completion. If we let it go, if we stop engaging with the residues of it, it will pass. With the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords is our fear manifesting through our thoughts, keeping us stuck. So for many of us, we have acquired beliefs and values that are fear-based. So while our hearts may desire to be free and flowing and having a ball, the shoulds and shouldn'ts of our acquired beliefs and values prevent us from following our instincts and following our passion. It prevents us from allowing our soul to flow through us into manifestation in form, because the mind, the thinking, and the words and actions that tie in with that create an emanation that is not in alignment with flow and is generally a pushing away rather than a bringing in, okay? But this Ten of Wands and Eight of Swords is here, just saying this is kind of the experience that we're having at the moment. There's heaviness. The degree of it will depend on your personal frequency, your personal emanation, your personal thoughts, words, actions, acquired beliefs and values. But there has been an activation here, should we choose to align with it, that will bring us out of this stuckness, out of this heaviness, out of this overwhelm, overload, and into the flow, into our instincts, which is our essence, not so much our intuitive guidance, which comes through the mind filter. Our instincts are pure. The High Priestess here, full moon is a timing indicator. So the frequencies of this reading potentially culminating at full moon or around full moon during the full moon portal. So it's 3-day period, or generally 6-day period, 3 days either side. Page of Coins is the gift from the universe to move into personal freedom or something else. Let's have a look and see what that might be. Wow, breaking down of the barriers to wisdom, to understanding. All we need to do for this to come in is to be, to just allow things to be as they are without applying labels, without applying meanings, just allowing things to be as they are. So this activation and then moving into the instincts and receiving from the universe. Firstly, the residues of the past are falling away with the tower. This is a transformation. It is actually a choice point as well, as we've already discussed. So this 10 of Wands, this heaviness of what's been, of what has already come to fulfillment, as what has already served its purpose is falling away. And here then we move from the 8 of Swords, which is from our mind, from our fear, from our darkness, but then through the activation leading us into our instincts, we're guided into the light with the Hierophant. The High Priestess and the Hierophant indicate that the inner and the outer are coming into balance at the same frequency. Yay! At the same frequency. All we need to do is allow it. Stay out of the mind space. 4 of Cups. Allow things to be as they are. This is very, very choppy, and I'm not quite sure why. Kind of like for every positive, there is a negative. There's resistance. There's, I can't be an emperor because I'm in lack. The opportunity is there, the activation is there, the gift from the universe is there. But there's a really strong holding on to the pain, sadness, and sorrow. This is a choice. It is a choice, but it's also as we go through transition, right? It's all very well to say there's an activation and this is the support that we're having from our guides, but in the lived experience of it, it's choppy. It's choppy. It takes practice. It takes persistence. It takes consistency, starting with the basic techniques to maintain balance through turbulence. Okay. So what really is presenting here is that the swings and roundabouts with the changes in frequency. So the frequency is constantly changing in the external. Whether we resonate with it or not, that's on our internal. That comes from our thoughts, words, and actions, and which is then our emanation, which is our resonance. So if we're resonating with the external, things are going good. If we are in dissonance, things are not going so good. Okay, so if you are experiencing this up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, the bumpy, turbulent ride through this unfolding, that's okay. Love you through the process. If you need some assistance, then all the information is in the description box below for personal services. But really all it requires from you is to love you through the process, to trust. Trust your instincts, trust your guides, trust your source, trust your God, whatever your label is. Trust the higher power, trust the high priestess, which is your instincts. Also your intuition, but just be aware that the intuition comes through the mind filter. And while there is all of this focus on lack, focus on pain, sadness, and sorrow, while all of this is happening, that's an indicator that things are going through the mind filter of the acquired beliefs and values rather than through the instincts, okay? Basic breath work. Silence and stillness practice, regular and consistent, will help maintain balance through the turbulence. Is there anything else for today, please? Ooh, and that one came out quite adamantly. It will pass. This too shall pass with the world. This too shall pass. Beautiful. It will. Yeah. What's your sphere of influence? Your sphere of influence is your thoughts, words, and actions. Do they align with happiness? Or do they focus on the heaviness, the darkness, the burden, the fear? Are you able to experiment and play in quieting the mind and make space for this gift that the universe is bringing in? And the guides are like, we can't tell you what that is right now because there's this other stuff in the way at this time. There's this other stuff in the way at this time. So that's the reading for today. That's our messages for today. I'm curious to know how it resonates for you. For me, it definitely has some of that turbulence. Absolutely. That's part of being human. Yeah, it is. Because we all have acquired beliefs and values. And regardless how much healing we do, those influences forever have even tiny bits of residue within our system. So every now and again, they'll really flare up, okay? Take care of you, love you through the process, truly. For support, all the links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support over the last few days. It has been absolutely mind-blowing. So grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.